Hello, here we are with the week's news in the estate agent and letting agent industries, coming to you from Estate Agent Today and Letting Agent Today. It's been an unusually busy week. Let's start with the familiar argument between Zoopla and On the Market. This week saw the latest trading statements from Zoopla, which revealed a mixed bag. On the one hand, Zoopla has lost 23% of its UK agents in the past year. Almost all of these will have gone to On the Market, which has imposed its rule of not allowing advertisers to be on more than one other portal. On the other hand, Zoopla has seen an 11% increase in visits over the past year, and it has seen a 10% increase in revenue and a 12% increase in operating profits. Meanwhile, the argument between the two portals about traffic numbers continues apace, with two claims made by Zoopla this week. The first claim suggests that since On the Market launched in late January, the new portal had 3 million visits, while Zoopla enjoyed a huge 46 million. The second Zoopla claim suggests On the Market isn't generating leads or sales compared to Rightmove and Zoopla itself. The claim is that over the past 6 months, the absolute number of agreed sales fell by 4%. Yet those estate agents on Rightmove and ZPG saw their sales increase by 15%. Zoopla then said some agents who joined the On Market saw sales drop by as many as 10%. On the Market has rejected these figures, but the argument goes on. In other news, the online estate agency eMove is back on the news again. This time it has made a complaint to the Competition and Markets Authority about the sole agency agreements which many high street estate agents use. eMove says these agreements penalise sellers who are unable to change their chosen estate agent for a fixed period, even if the agent isn't performing well. Another online agency, eMove, has been in the news because it's the subject of a complaint to the Advertising Standards Authority by a high street agent, CXG. The complaint claims that eMove is not the local estate agency it claims to be, because even though clients can use a local telephone number, the calls are patched through to call centres. The complaint also alleges that eMove is not the 24/7 service it claims, because some services are not performed all day and night. For example, no valuation service is available at 3 in the morning. eMove refutes all the claims, and this argument, just the latest between online and traditional estate agents, will rumble on. Over in the letting sector, there's been a development in the long-running saga over landlord licensing by local authorities. Landlords in Rotherham had hoped to get the council's latest licensing scheme overturned or at least reviewed, but the High Court has thrown out the application. There's also been a spate of acquisitions in the lettings industry. Sequence has snapped up a Liverpool agency and says it wants to add another 75 lettings branches to its empire in 2015. Hunters has acquired another 23 branches, and several of these will do sales as well as lettings. Meanwhile, there are also 3 new offices for Belvoir, which is quietly becoming one of the country's biggest letting agency franchise chains. But the biggest news in lettings this week is that from Wednesday, May the 27th, all letting agents must display their fees very clearly in their offices and on their websites. The fee information should be clearly visible for someone entering the office, so it cannot be stored in a drawer, for example. The fees must also, according to government guidelines, be comprehensive, clear, with no scope for surcharges or hidden fees. This is the sort of no-nonsense, consumer-friendly service which Letting Agent Today and many other industry players have wanted for years. We'll be monitoring its implementation in the weeks and months to come. And finally, at the end of a busy week in the industry, Jackson Stops and Staff Director Tim Danzy has found time to remember an extraordinary event, the 75th anniversary of the evacuation of Dunkirk. The Danzy family own one of 50 Dunkirk little boats, the vessels, often very small ones, used by more than 250,000 British and French troops. Tim and his family have sailed in the boat from Ramsgate to Dunkirk to commemorate this piece of history. Good luck to him and everyone involved in the commemorations. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week on video, but we're here every day online if you click onto Estate Agent Today and Letting Agent Today. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.